Alright, back again to once again wrestle with spoilage. This is going to go on for a very long time. Didn't I have a thought here? I did. I thought something in the night, which I can then talk about the next day, which is unusual. But anyway, what I decided was we can get the information we need, right? It's right there. Okay. Here is our informational corridor right here. The question is, when do we stop making agar? So, this tank is not big enough for its purpose. Because this is what? The recipe is 1 agar for 100 bacteria. And we're producing a lot of agar. It's 2 agar, maybe it's 3 agar actually when you get the petri dishes. This side's stable, this side is not. Yeah, so it's 2 agar essentially. It comes down here. We put this box in place. This box serves no purpose. Thank you, goodbye. You are mere convolution, sir. What we need is to turn this off when we have enough in the pipeline right here. How do we gauge enough is the real question. So this tank right here can hold 300 cycles. So let's use all of what we have learned here, right? Pick this thing up. Let's put in two of these, and then a pump, right? Now we need a pump. Right there. And now we need another one. Alright, so what we got here is we have the thing I want out of my inventory. That's the tall pipe. We have the storage tank. And we have the overflow storage tank. So the pump will ensure that everything gets shoved straight in here, and then this will fill up and get out of my inventory, and that's good. And then this will fill up, and that's good. And then this will, once anything is in this tank, we need to stop. So what we're going to do is take some red wire. Problem is, we have dual purpose right here. Right there. That's what we have to deal with. Alright, so this has to get yanked out. And you have to do this. Now we need a mechanical inserter. Is that enough? I think that's probably enough, right? Because we have just 2 mechanical inserters right here, and they move slowly. You're going, and we're still not addressing any problems with the manure. We're just going to assume everything is fine there. And this guy right here, this happy little guy, you are enabled, disabled, so long as manure bacteria is, you are disabled when manure bacteria is greater than, no, you are enabled when material is less than 200. So when the tank begins to fill, how about 150? When the primary buffers right here, when there's no dinosaur to collect the bacteria, and this buffer is full, and everything over there has stopped. I suppose I have to care about that as well. And this overflow tank starts to be filling up, which says that we are producing at maximum capacity, and we need to stop. Then that signal comes all the way up the circuit network, comes to here, and then it stops, and demand stops here. So that lets manure bacteria step out of the system. So now what we need to do is buffer petri dishes. How do we know when we have enough petri dishes? We have to introduce a buffer, right? Alright, so here we have petri dishes, and you have to get on the informational rail as well. So, when we have petri dishes, when we have 1,000 petri dishes, and here, let's see how easy this is going to be. Put that right there. Alright, so it's not going to be easy. So what we need now is a decider combinator. That has to participate in the network. Right here, and you just feed straight back, please. Alright, so you're going to do two things. One, manure bacteria. And you're going to judge petri dishes. Yeah, okay. So when petri dishes are greater than 1,000, and when manure bacteria is greater than 150, that's to say the buffers are active on both. I want you to then output S equals 1. No, wait. No, we want to do the other thing, right? So we want and we want less than. Then I want you to input output enabled equals 1. E for enabled. So, and then we take our red wire, we come right here, we daisy chain it across. We'd say, I want you to enable or disable based on E greater than or equals 0. So when enabled is in the system, these machines will run. But when enabled gets cut off, say when someone flips this, you should all be stopping. Oh, it should be enabled equal to 1, I guess. Good that I tested. It's good to test. I like that how it fades out. It's really nice. The transitions are nice. But then someone goes and fixes it and it all comes back. Alright. Okay, good. And it all fades in. It's a really nice layer. Someone did a good job with that. Alright, so without thinking about the manure too much, this place should be stable. I am not confident in the manure at all, really. Oh, but the dinosaur has taken the bacteria away. Okay, good. I should probably scrub this out while I'm here, right? And that rich clay depot is going to be forever. So this area is now a little better. Why is there moss? Why is there moss on my iron line? I feel this is a really good question. Oh, does it come right there? I bet you it does. Oh, and I don't have any more. Okay. I bet you moss was intruding from right there when the iron line was so weak. Doesn't look like it's having any bad effects, though I should really pick that up. Get the moss. The moss. Yeah, this is yet another episode of Struggle City right here. Alright, so what am I doing today? Like, the ultimate goal... okay, not the ultimate goal. Like, the proximate goal has been to get all animal food stable. Is there still more iron? Is it getting on again somehow? There's a lot of moss here. Don't know how this is happening. Alright, we're just going to assume that's okay now. The goal is to get PySci1 back online, because that will briefly start tech going again. Do we actually need more agar? More agar throughput here? Like, is this just not enough? I think I'm just going to let that go. We'll be back later. It's fine. It's probably fine. It's almost certainly fine. In some ways, there are aspects of it which might be considered fine. Right now, we are just going to run around. So, let's go look, see if we can do something about this biomass. And spoiler alert, the answer is no. And see how we are doing here on... Oh, all the native flora is looking fresh and wonderful. Okay, I'm worried there's spoilage getting in right there. I think there's probably spoilage getting in right there. I think probably we have spoilage getting in right there. Yeah. Isn't there a better way I can do this? It has to be, right? Yeah, see, it stopped again. That was choked. Like, this is just designed completely wrong for a... Oh, yeah, we got a... Oh, the manure bacteria dinosaur was the problem. So we look up here. Did he arrive? Looks like he did. Potatoes being made again. So things are a little better, maybe? How's filtration media doing? Filtration media has completely backed up with rot. Okay, that's not really what I wanted. We will have to go look at that, right? Yeah, very, very much not what I wanted right there. So this is going around, that's fine. I just, okay. Early in the morning, time to just get into it and do our job, right? That's nothing to do, no reason to complain. Oh my God, it's so hard to control. Shouldn't complain, just go play the game. Go fix the things, we're fixers. As a species, we are fixers. Alright, so what happened here, friends? Serious question, what happened here? We are completely crudded up. Are we... We should be stopped. We should have stopped a long time ago. Did I not put the circuits in correctly? Got crud in here too. What's that? Yeah, filling inventory sucks when you got... Why are you going? You should not be going. Oh wait, it was right at the edge. Huh. So it still should be going, maybe? I'm not sure. But it's nowhere near full is the thing. So it's putting by... Oh, some of it rotted out in the inventory. I have to make sure that's a thing. Use filters. You want filtration media only. That is definitely a contributing factor right here. Alright, so that's all fresh and that's all going. And then very soon here, this will fill up past the magic 3.7 barrier, which was something I cared about for a reason. And then this will all move forward. I have no thoughts on this. Goodbye. Alright, so what's going on? Potatoes are being made. How's sodium hydroxide doing? Like, the borax crisis has resolved itself. How? Oh, look, we're completely out of muddy sludge now. It went from being totally overfull to nothing there at all. Alright, we're full up on sodium hydroxide. That's not an issue. Saline water, full up. Yeah, I think the new fluid system is just a lot harder to read. Not only because it just completely blanks out pipes, but because there's sudden shifts in pipe segments, you know? Here, this is for you, and this will one day be for you. So this is still a problem when this is supposed to be our disposal, and it's not running because we're not using enough hot air because the factory is mostly dead right now. It's like, just have to accept this. You don't have any polybutyldiene right here, which is something that should never really happen. We've had many problems with it not being able to vent its no aromatics. We should have had that problem solved for a while now. We should have endless fields of mushrooms and endless. We should not have any Relesia problems. Question mark, exclamation point, interrobang. You are stopped. You have no hydrogen. Okie dokie. New crisis. Let's go run ourselves down there and address this. And we're just going to keep cycling around, tagging things in and out, making the factory better / different. How can we have no hydrogen? Hydrogen is a waste chemical. We have to have a pump going the wrong way, right? I mean, right? So this has to be hydrogen right here. And behold, she is barren. So we go this way, this way, this way. No, it's being pumped south, and it is empty. See, there's some hydrogen right there. Here, look at us being pumped south again. Here's the disposal unit, right? No, right up here. I guess we have to overflow. Oh, we are overflowing. So you are not enabled. So we're just not making hydrogen, huh? I suppose that means we're not consuming any oxygen, essentially. Yeah, full up on oxygen, can't make hydrogen. And that just means the furnaces aren't going. And the furnaces aren't going because there's no need for any of the products anywhere. Because the factory has kind of stopped. Address this or not address this? Like, we are experiencing demand side pressure, right? What we really need is to get PySci1 and Logiscience going again. Maybe start stockpiling science a bit harder. For at least automation science, right? Okay, we can do that. That's a good idea. And we have to refill on everything anyway. So let's go in, add a few more boxes to automation science, and then turn our attention to PySci1. It is time. Or think of a sink for small... Did I decide that this works or not? It looks like it's working. I'm just going to go with it. So here we are. In our most favorite part of the factory. What we want is just fill up on stuff. Here. Get more you. Get a bunch more of you. I'm providing employment for the local populace. I am noble. Alright, so right here. We are completely stuffed up. So. how to properly address this situation. Okay, don't have the fast inserters on me. How about this? Just store them, please. We'll be back and we'll deal with this later. Just for right now, let's add some demand. Alright, PySci1. This is pretty healthy overall. That's alright. PySci1 down here. Let's make a plan, because we're going to have to rework a lot. So, primary problem is cellulose rots now. You, sir, are out of a job. This should not exist. This is going to get picked up, I guess. Yeah, just get picked up. Let's clean up after ourselves. Show a little pride. And I'm going to show this pride by leaving it here, I guess. Here, can I get some steel for some boxes? Please. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Oh wow. We are in dire shape when it comes to inventory. I have to pause and go around and just distribute. Just absolute dire shape. Why do I have boron trioxide on me? Can I just get rid of that right here? Boron trioxide. I just saw it here. There we go. See? I am capable of learning. That's gonna rot out. I have a whole bunch of moss. Like these guys, and the substrate rots, right? So this is once again a problem area. So substrate takes in a material that rots and outputs a material that rots. And the really bad part about this is this makes 10 basic substrate. This is what I've been thinking about for the past couple days. And right here, this eats 18. That is a really odd ratio. This means we're probably never going to completely get this right. But we want to make basic substrate, and we want to do it in a way... oh, we need incubated petri dishes. So we have two things that rot. One thing that turbo rots. At least it gets consumed so much faster than it gets made. Alright, so let's start thinking about what we want here. Right there, all this. All you go. We're just gonna close our eyes and think about what we want. Oh, we're gonna need a lot more of these, aren't we? Where are you? Oh, we can't. We need the intermetallics. That sucks. Alright. We're gonna have to do a lot of these. Let's just go build them. We're gonna need parts. I should be... Problem is, while I'm teleporting around, it's quite convenient. However, I no longer have that phase where I put things back while I run by them. Is I'm just teleporting straight by everything. It's a bit of an unexpected downside. We need a bunch of these. Right, a little farther, a little farther. Now it's like 10, right? Why do I have a new wood processing unit? I don't know. So 10 of these. Let's zoom back. Then we're going to want to pick up some microorganism mines. Like these things over here. They're done. What is this? Why was there fish meal on that line? Those are probably rotted eggs that got put on the belt. There's probably more of them somewhere, perhaps? Yeah, like right there. Fish eggs not going right now? Fish not going? No filtration media. Okay, let's take a look at that. Filtration, oh, probably no fish food. Filtration media is probably fine. Let's pop up and examine fish food. Here, let's not. Let's go and just look. One is working. One is jammed on fluorospolinen. This thing I built, it does not work. I think it's because it lets rotting material through right there. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, you take that. You take that. At least we seem to have everything. So yeah, you are probably going directly there, right? Okay. If anything that needs to be dumped here, yes. What am I going to do with this fish meal? I don't know. Where am I going in life? What is my purpose? Do I even have a goal? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Be rejuvenated. Okay, so right there, that's working, that's working. Love to see this working. Oh, it's here, but it's not, because you are, again, jammed up. I have to have, oh, we have bedding as a problem. I have to go look at bedding first. Is this all fluorospolinen? This is a problem, being able to tell what is spoiled and what is not. Are we good? Are we through it? Alright, you just please go brain dead for a second. Alright, so this is not a good solution. Fluorospolinen. Yeah, before I can do PySci, I have to do bedding, because bedding has stopped. Fluorospolinen. There. That'll move that along, hopefully. I can come along every once in a while and scrub it out. I should just rebuild all of this. Trying to get this working is probably a bad mistake. I really wish I'd gotten farther on the base that is yet to come. The factory yet to come, but instead, I did not. Now I suffer here for my lack of diligence. Well, that's fine, I guess. I can suffer. I'm actually quite skilled at it. No one needs any bone meal, huh? How much fluorospolinen is on this belt? That stuff's good, right? It's the purple stuff that's bad. Purple is always bad, right? It's like, yeah, there we go. Now that's finally moving. So I need to help this guy out. Picking up all this purple stuff. There. But it's all just vanity because of bedding. So let's slam an energy drink. Go over there. And that's aloe. Bedding is aloe related. Oh, don't, friends. You don't have to do this. Here, bots off. This is not our fight, friends. We do not have to. So right here, this is stopped and this is bad, and we have to deal with this now. Alright, so our crisis right now is aloe. We actually have bedding. How did this work? It shouldn't be working. We should be full up. You are stuck. It's asking until its target has aloe leaves. Right. You need aloe leaves, and that just is not happening, my friend. We're gonna aloe leaves spoil. And they come from a little box right here. So this no longer exists. Like, friends, you had a good run. this is just not how we're ever going to do things. Sure. Pick you up, pick you up, pick you up. And then all of this, like, I'm really tempted to just run a line. I'm just gonna run a line. There's another way to do this, right? Yeah, there's another way of doing this. I'm gonna do this another way. Behold the terrible magic I shall unfurl, bring forth, expose, produce. Like, I got too much stuff. Why do I have to, after this, take a second and just manage my inventory. You, sir, this is no longer part of your portfolio. This is no longer part of your portfolio. Go do a lab. Like, I have to just get rid of a lot of this stuff. Okay, don't think about that. Don't think about it. Concentrate. What we need right now is to scrub. Get rid of this, that. And we have to get rid of this, that. We just have to stand here very patiently while all of this biomass drains itself out. Actually, let's do it intelligently. This is Factorio. This is like a test of what we learned, right? There. You have until the time I need you done to be done. Okay, great. So now, didn't I just tell you to take a lap? Oh, there's another one of you. This probably isn't needed, right? Probably not. Here. One of you got lost at one point, right? You're just getting picked up. Like a misbehaving cat. So what we need now is our friend, the intermediate buffer. Oh man, I wish I had more of these. Alright, we gotta go do that. Need more fast inserters. That means I need the weirdo alloy. So I teleport all across the world. It's niobium, right? And that's right here, right? And then I can get a few more. Now I need duralumin, which is a short jog right over here. There, we're going to call that enough. Let's go snag another block of rubber on our way home. Get back to what we were doing. Why did I see a power out? For no reason, apparently. Okay, noted. Rubber is still a very highly sought after commodity, which I'm going to have to address at some point, but we need bedding up and running. I was honestly very surprised to see that bedding wasn't a bottleneck right now. Good, this is going. Why do we have fluorospolinen here? Is it spoiled in the machine? That's something that's going to be an increasing problem, right? Because of, when it gets stopped up, it won't stop, you know? So all of this is completely and utterly wrong. And it is, like, I'm going through all of the ages of spoilage all at once. So how are we doing here? Looks like we're doing just fine. Why isn't another dinosaur waiting to pick up? I don't understand. Like, how are there barrels here, but no dinosaur waiting to pick them up? Am I missing something? Is he hiding? I don't know. At least this is going. This is too much crud, though. I wonder why that's happening. Oh, the agar's on the edge of... It is. The agar dies. That's why it's jamming. It's just too much time between here and there. So we actually need this to be slower. Can I set you to be slower? That would be a really nice. That would be clutch. I need that to be slower, or I need another one of these guys in place to increase demand. Here, let's just increase demand. There you go. See how that works out. So that should start, just like added one, right? Or added, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Added 80% of one. See, there's rot right there. And we'll be back and check in on this. I am, against my will and against my better judgment, I now speak these words. I am glad that modules exist. I'm already seeing a lot. There's a lot of hydrogen here. I need this hydrogen to be somewhere else. Oh, this is also feeding these religias, so this is good too. Anyway, I am finding many situations where I want to just tweak the rates because of spoilage. And I am glad I am able to do so with modules. That's... I do not have a long history of speaking well of modules. Okay, wait. Alright, so that's fine. Just leave that alone. You're fine, and you're fine. Oh wait, hold on. Come back here. Come back here. Don't make me drink the thing. Why didn't you wait? Oh, it's because of... Okay, never mind. Because it's always asking for a round because it has no aloe leaves. No, this never asks for a round. It will never output anything. So this chains. Right? So we read our contents in from everything. So what we really want now is green wire to here. There we go. That's what we wanted. Alright, anyway, we have to get aloe up and going. I was really surprised we still have bedding. So I believe already it was a mistake to pull up all of this. Some of it, certainly. All of it, no. What we need is to do this, right? Oh, we needed, we went for faster hands. So, right here. Oh no. Oh no. Which one was it? They're all gonna look busy. Oh, you were gonna go here, right? Oh, okay, that was him. Alright. So I guess I am addressing this right in time. And this is our canary in the coal mine. Now. Then we have to find a way north. This is very much a weird sort of situation, you know? Let's run this red wire. Oh, it's so dangerous to do this. Because, really? So easy to clip not only power, but clip, the wire and not notice it, you know? You can't reach. You can reach that. You should be able to reach that. Really? I guess there's... This is just discouraged behavior. Which I can't say is terribly bad. Here, I shouldn't do that. I should use only good power poles. Alright, so here we have... Do we have aloe needed anywhere else? Aloe leaves? How do I check that? For right now, we're doing a spot fix. Alright, so now the wood processing units have to go back. They have a new goal. Okay, so we're going to see aloe. Yotoi aloe. And they last 13 minutes, which is fairly long. And then you guys are only enabled, bang, 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 enable when bedding is less than 1,000. 1,000, I said. So you should be enabled. Now we're just going to drag a belt south. Right? Right. So this is what we're doing. We are no longer living caravan life. We are now, once again, belt trolls. That's fine. That's fine. We had a good run when you come right down to it. And the game knows that everyone always comes home to spaghetti. We can put on affectations about having grand ideas for huge factories and clean designs, but we always, always, always come home to spaghetti. Alright, so how much do you consume? So like we're at 3 consumption a second right here. I suppose, oh, it shouldn't make leaves unless it also has everything else. So we do need a decider combinator here, don't we? So we need to wire you in. There we are. And then we need a decider combinator, and we have to change things. We're probably making too many leaves, right? How are they penetrating? Well, looks like we have enough to keep 4 going. That's probably enough, right? This is probably okay. Alright, so we have another condition under which I want you to just stop. Did I not get this onto the network properly? You should be reporting the contents of this. What did I do? What did I... Oh, I attached it to the belt. Why? Don't do that. There you go. Alright, so there, okay, alright. And it's wood, and it's wood, and raw fiber, and dried grod. And it's going to call for a refill when anything gets less than 100. Right? Wood less than 100. Dried grod less than 50. And, fiber less than 100. Okay. So what we're going to do is take our decider combinator up here. Right here. And then we have to decide. So we wire this in. Right there to right there. Alright, so you are part of the network, sir. Add condition, add condition. Add condition. We want dried grod. Has to be greater than 50. We need wood, which must be greater than 100. And we need raw fiber, which also must be greater than 100. And bedding itself must be less than 1,000. And if you do this, put out enabled equals 1. Alright, so the situation is good right now. We have all ingredients. Enable should be 1. And so you need to go when greater than, and then signal E is greater than equal to 1. This is your job. There. You go, and you go. So this will only run the leaf cutter when there is a demand for leaves. And they get used. We have better processing capability than we have production, so this is perfect. And this goes right here, and we need to put in a gutter. Aloe goes to biocrud. Use filter. Crud. Yeah, crud. Right there. And you just dump it in that box, and I will have to come along occasionally and clean it out. So, great. Bedding is now taken care of. Let's go take a look at the reason why we did this. The point of all of this. This is healthy, very good, and that is the Muck-Moo Corral. It was hard to get such a high-level creature going when the entire supply chain collapsed from under me. Okay, so we're out of hydrogen right now because of we're out of Relegias, we're out of seeds because no Relegias, because no hydrogen. And hydrogen is... I don't even know. This is actually a problem. So, how do we get it? Like, no. Like, maybe. I mean, literally maybe. But the problem is... That's fantastic right there. And this is what we're doing, and we have no oxygen. So we have to figure out what's going on with oxygen. Pretty sure the answer right there is just everything is stopped everywhere, and we have to do something. Yeah, it's all in the production refining stage, and we are stuck. So, what do we do about this? We need an oxygen sink. How shall we do this? We don't want to produce it, we want to sink it. So right here. Oh, don't burn oleochemicals. No. No, that's trash. No. It's not what I want out of life. Reverse it. Absolutely not. Crude top layer. Timmy's stopped because of the barrel stuff. Like, this is the bad part of the game right now. The indecision. These guys are going fairly well. There's some hydrogen being made. It's like, it should absolutely not be going this way. This hydrogen should be headed out to the Relegia patch. Apparently it is not. Where is this hydrogen going? It's not going over there. It's getting whisked away somewhere. Here? No, that's... Oh, it is kind of going. And it does take 400 hydrogen to pop. That's a problem. Yeah, see, we're getting flickers of hydrogen being on. This is a dead end. So, where does the hydrogen go? Well, it goes into me. Over here? Do we have a hydrogen draw somewhere? A better pump? Oh, how would I pump you the other way? I don't know if that's gonna do anything. Yeah, I have to say the new fluid system is not doing it for me. Alright, so we're coming over here. Coming up here. Coming up here. Coming up here. Going on a magical adventure. Magic adventure into... Oh, it's being produced here. My phone is blowing up. I'll have to look at that in a second. So, one moment. Okay, taking care of... Well, this is full up hydrogen. Oh, wait, because I escaped out of the camera. Alright, sorry. God. Just, the world is full of distractions. How are we doing here? Very poor. Yeah. We haven't had... Where aren't you going, actually? Oh, no shells. No shells, no explosives. Alright, that's an ongoing issue. Ongoing issue. Don't look at it. I was looking at hydrogen line. Hydrogen line was, for some reason, not making it to the Relegias. Is it now making it to the Relegias? Okay, I moved one pump. And it looks like this entire area springs back to life. This is going to be an enormous problem trying to make this work correctly. Alright, so one step forward. What's next? Let's take a look at how the manure bacteria is holding up. It's doing just fine. There's way too much biocrud here. Still not going fast enough, despite putting the speed module in place. I want to slow this guy down. Maybe put a bridge right here that takes half of them. That's so weird. Yeah, the agar production is just too far from agar consumption. It's a major problem. So, let us now try to figure out what's going on with our world. We need to take a look at filtration media, which was a problem for us. Is filtration media now under... No, filtration media is completely stopped up. What is the problem here? Like, literally, what is the problem? You guys should be... You're not stopped. And I didn't put in a biocrud collector right here, which is my own dang fault. Alright. Nothing to do but slam an energy drink and go figure this out again. Man, struggle city. Absolute struggle city. Not quite this far, friends. This far. So, what is going on here? My dudes, what is happening? Whitelist, crud. Pull that out. Same thing for you. We have to decrud this. Which, like, why would it stop, though? Like, does there get to a... Am I making too much? Am I... Okay, I agree. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. Making too much. You are just... Here. You are off, sir. You are no longer part of the team. Oh, no. Oh, no. Vengeance came swiftly. Alright, you dunk in there, you dunk in there, and you'll do the same thing. It's like, alright, fine. Am I making too much cellulose? That is a horrible thought, but might be one which is accurate. It's okay. We have a solution for this problem, I think. Maybe, perhaps, in ways. So everybody just come here. Everybody get my inventory. I am the Lord of the Crud. Okay, right there. Get there. Clear it out. Clear it out. Oh, I have dried broad in my inventory. Life just keeps getting worse. So maybe it'll be waiting on cellulose now, which is not the end of the world. How long does cellulose take to decay? It should be 10 minutes, right? Yeah, 10 minutes. Alright. Let's pretend we did do some good here. Let's look at potatoes now. Potatoes going again. Potatoes doing fine. No one waiting for potatoes. Let's look at potato consumer. Now let's look at flowers again. Still doing fine. Don't pay attention to that. Food. You don't have a delivery. You are moving forward. You don't have a florist linen. You're going to stop eventually because of this intrusion. This has stopped because of florist linen. Man, this is just... This is torturous, my friends. Alright. Trying to adapt old designs for spoilage is just a recipe for pain. Such a delicate process. Alright. All you guys need vents. All my buddies get vents. So this is gonna spoil here. Okay, no, it's not. There's a vent right there. This right here. There. And we need a box. We need a box right there. Here, you even get the same crappy stick. Right here, you get no friend. Flora Spolinen. Here, give me that. Just give me that. Just give it to me. Yeah, that's okay. We can do that. That will fix that issue. Put another one right here. It immediately does it wrong. Give me that. Oh, it is going to spoil. Like, there's nothing taking it out of the machines itself. That's part of what, when it fills up, you know? So, we have to prepare for that. So right here. So, this box right here is very important. Alright, boom, 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 boom. You are enabled to say when we want muck move food. Less than 1,000, let's say. You go, and you go. Enable disabled, so, alright, so it will stop. No, but it will still... That's not what we want either. Oh man, this is struggle city. We do not want the machines to stop. Oh, and the thing is, it has... How do we get it to stop on one recipe on a recipe boundary cleanly? I don't think we do. Like, because it could have any amount in here, partial, it won't stop clean. And if I tell it to stop loading, it never will. Like, I could solve this with complex logic and circuits, but I'm not sure I really want to. Here, what does this stuff spoil into? Oh. Like, I guess we want it to jam the output full, but no, then it might have spoiling stuff in here. Why do we have belts in here? Oh man, this is getting more complicated the more I think about it. We want to not take any more native flora, so I guess we have to have like an ash out on every single factory that creates anything involving spoilage. We have to have a on-site waste product out, because even if I stop this machine, like now this is fine, but this is gonna spoil, guys. It's gonna get there, and then there's no mechanism to get it out. I have to build one in, and like, I could probably rig up something so that it only ever loads one full unit of this, but using stack inserters, I mean, that does seem like a solution, but I'm going to have to think about that. That's ugly. Or I can put in waste on all of it. So that I really want a simple solution to balance everything without needing to resort to, you know, allowing the possibility of waste products. But unfortunately, I'm not sure that's a world that I can live in. Oh man, I'm going to have to think about all of this. Alright. Alright, at least this belt is clean. Let's go look at manure bacteria and see if that's still going. Like, manure is backing up, and that's probably a bad thing. We have a ton. Yeah, just biocrud is gonna overwhelm us here. So how to deal with this? Well, what I would need to do is ensure that only enough agar gets over there that can be used, right? So it's like, this isn't right, because that's no agar. And if this stops consuming, then all agar will go down there. So let's do this. Let's cut these in two. It would be so simple if I just cut this production in two, you know? As opposed to complex. Simple over complex. And so now, yeah, they will get the full production. Only there's no need for this, right? And now we're talking two different things. You have to enable, disable based on the presence of manure bacteria alone. Manure bacteria less than what was it? 150 was our number. 140 works as well. So these guys, these are the agar generators for that. And then you have to be just pure petri dishes. And this is 1,000 petri dishes, right? Petri. Less than 1,000. Okay. Oh, I'm shocked Zogma is still going. No, I suppose this line doesn't rot naturally. It's, this is just waste materials getting put on this belt. Here, let me help you. And none of these machines have anything... Yeah, so the agar has to get turned off. So this was probably a good idea right here. And the question is whether or not this is enough, or whether I need to do even less. Actually, let's do even less. There we go. Even less. We just have one. A singular one. You know what? There we go. So, how long does it take to bake manure bacteria? 8 seconds. So one should handle 1 and a bit. 1 and a bit. So this is probably a more stable configuration, maybe. I don't know. The question is, are we making muck moose? Let's go take a look. We're making a few muck moose, sporadically. What are we missing? Relegia seeds. How are we doing with Relegia seeds? They are churning along. No problems here. Just have to fill up. Any second now you're going to be ready. Right? And that's going to go get more. So we probably have a delivery coming very soon right here. And we have our muck moose salesman here. I want you to just go. Just go. We need to get moving again. Yeah, and mushrooms are fine. Oh yeah, we have really just seeds down here in a row. So, okay. I think maybe here. Let's glance at aloe, since we just messed with it. And then we will return one more time. See, I'm not sure I like this, how it's backed up. This is almost assuredly a problem. What is this problem right here? Alright, they're rotting into biocrud. Why are we stopped? No forming. Oh no. You're stuck. Why was it stuck? Yeah, I'm really getting sick of these guys. Nope. They enter the inventory in unpredictable order. Why would you get stuck? I'd already touched this guy once. That's interesting. No, I need you to start over. You have empty barrels. I feel like caravans are sick right now. Like that, they keep getting stuck on outposts. I'm going to have to get a bug report now on that. But this has an additional problem because this aloe production should have stopped when there was no formic acid. So, no, this is also bad. This is simply a crud producer right now. So do I have a formic acid tank around here? No, I do not. How incredibly sloppy of me. Okay, tank. So we have a formic acid tank. We're gonna hook it into the network, please. There we go. And so we're gonna also need more formic acid. Man, this just absolutely spikes the difficulty of everything, doesn't it? Okay, first off, this has to be an and. So we're still outputting everything, right? There's no enabled. So why are we not enabled? Yes, yes, yes. Betting less than that. That should be correct. Oh, and... Alright, now it flicks on. And... formic. Formic acid is greater than... it has to be a fairly large number. 1,000. 10,000. So there's no formic acids. This will not go. But the bad news is all of these leaves are rotting out. Which is just going to make biocrud. So I guess we simply accept that for now. I don't know. I have to stop looking at this. I have to get science back up and going. I keep touching everything, but I am so unsure whether I'm solving these problems. Maybe wiggling it forward a little bit every time. That might be the most generous way. Alright, good. So the agar is, we're not supplying enough here. It looks like that's fine. There's no problem there. So you guys, this thing will never run again. We're just going to mine the microorganism mines. And then we're going to try to make substrate and try to make science. And I don't think there is any good way to do what I'm trying to do up here. Because of the imbalances in the recipes. So what I gotta do, let's just kind of rough this out. Here, you come with me. You're also going to be necessary. Thanks. So we're going to rough this out. I want you to make substrate. Great. So you take two very, very twitchy things. So first off, microorganism mines. The ratio is 2 to 1. And then this will completely consume everything that the mine produces. So like that and like that. Alright, great. This will produce, this takes 1 every 10 seconds, and this will eat 2 every 5 seconds. So, like, this is, if anything, vastly understating the situation here. You're all coming with me. We're doing this more seriously. The microorganism mine is the slow step. We're going to rebuild everything down here. PySci1 is just getting rebuilt. Done again. Better this time. I want to say that's car damage from forever ago. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Alright, let's rough this out again. Alright, so microorganism mines. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. If supplied, this will produce 1 every 5 seconds. Now the question is, because this substrate, this moves so much faster than everything else, they will be immediately consumed. There should never be any buffer, so long as I stop feeding these guys materials. Now the thing of it is, Because this has a decay function that is at least okay. Right? So let's say I stop these machines. I just stop them. That means whatever is in the hopper will come out and it will just, okay, so yes, it's safe to just stop. So we have a pure line of Petri dishes coming in. They come in right here. We stop and start the machines based on need of substrate. And then there should never be any danger of the incubated dishes on this line rotting out. But we'll put a catcher at the end just in case. So that's where we get the substrate. That is where we get the Petri dishes from. And now we also need 3 cellulose we need 1 cellulose a second, essentially. Abouts. Where are you, Biofact? You need to make cellulose for me. Like, not out of wood. Not like that. Where is the cellulose recipe? Oh, it's in the pulp mill. I remember this. I'm going to have to bring in materials, but that's fine. And this also has nothing that rots. Where are you, pulp mill? I want to do this, but I'm also worried about doing this. We'll try it like this. Pulp mill. So, Mr. Pulp Mill right here. Really? Thought cellulose was here. Maybe it's a recipe I don't have. There's a lot of that. Yeah, so this is an issue, I think. Like, I see these recipes and I think, oh, I want to do this. But it's cellulose stage 3 and I don't have the tech. I mean, this is much better for cellulose, but I don't have the tech yet, and that's part of my problem. So this is a problem with Factorio. I wish Factoripedia would have these recipes marked right here when I don't have them. Like some way for me to tell, because that's like the 3rd time I've moused over a recipe and I've said, oh yes, I will do it like that. And only to find that it's not how it works. So yes, we do need the Biofact still. And this pulp mill will shame my inventory for quite some time to come. Here, pause. Carefully come over and get rid of the dried rod. Okay, good. And are we running? So now we're just missing leaves. This bio crud out of there. It's from leaves rotting out inside the machine, which shouldn't happen. Why has everyone stopped? It's an age-old question. Why is everything stopped? Alright, so we don't have enabled. We don't have formic acid. So it is burning itself out right now. And so it is consuming all of the material on the belts. Because formic acid is low. We've had a delivery and the delivery is gone. Okay, that's perfectly acceptable. This is great behavior. I'm happy about this. Do you hear? Oh no, wait a second. Because of the partial leaves in the machines, partial recipes. They were guaranteed to rot out. Oh man. There is going to be no clean way of doing this, right? Like, the effort to make a clean way of doing this is going to vastly outstrip the effort of just dealing with the waste products. Where are you, Biofact? Right there. Alright, so that's quite disappointing overall. So right here, your substrate. And you are cellulose. Right here. And so what we want is to only run these machines when the following conditions are true. We have petri dishes on this line. We have a lot of petri dishes on this line. We have wood and sodium hydroxide. And then if we do that, we can make, and there's a demand for substrate. So we need all of those conditions to be true. So the demand for substrate is measured by, we have glassware, first off, and we don't have, we have excess, we have room to output pie packs, but because substrate is always going to rot out, and it rots out into spores, which I'll have to compost eventually, I guess. That's really quite unfortunate. Where does this go? Oh, it needs for the Sarcoris. So that will be a totally different system, right? Just not right now, please. So all of this comes right here. That means we probably have a whole bunch of spores on the PySci1 line, right? It's just sitting somewhere, taking up space. Oh. Ah, danger, danger. Everything is stupid. Danger. Everything is stupid. You guys just gonna hover there until I had inventory space? That was your actual plan? Hover until everything is okay again? I've heard worse plans. It says, I really wish there was a way to better control, here, I need these to go right there. To better control, okay, I want to say, this is what I wish. I wish ingredients waiting in a machine's hopper never rotted. This adds a huge layer, a significant layer of complexity to any design, and as of right now, I am not enjoying this. I will have to think, and maybe I can find a way around this. Maybe if I just sit and gnaw at the problem for a while, I will have some idea. But right now, I don't have a lot of ideas. We're going to have to figure something out. And that's just going to be waste management whenever there's a recipe with spoilable materials, which is essentially everything. There's going to be no cleaning belts. It's all going to be a impending disaster at any time. Which is, you know, fun, I guess. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to have to really, really think about this. Alright, bots. Oh, don't. There's so many pipes going through here. It's too dangerous. It will be ragged lands for a while. Okay. Alright. I wonder how it works in the base game. I wonder if they make it so that spoilable recipes all rush towards an island of stability, and that's what you're supposed to transport around, and that's their solution to this problem. Because just the spoiling of ingredients in the hopper, like, it introduces a math problem, essentially. You have to always ensure that everything gets its correct share. Everything is always in balance, and that strikes me as extremely difficult, to put it charitably. Alright, so what do we got here? We have a substrate maker. And what are our rules? Our rules are we need Petri dish in substantial amount. Our rules are we need wood and sodium hydroxide to make cellulose. And then we need moss present. How much moss do we need? Just a bit. And then if we have all of those things plus demand, we can start making substrate, because substrate also decays. So, we have to talk about science then. And so this is just, so our equation on demand side is we need PySci1. There's a call for it. We'll have a buffer box that judges demand. And then we also have glassware. Automated insertion limit 6? I mean, that's close to what I want, right? Like, I suppose if I have stack inserters and I say stack inserter runs with... No, I can have things rot in the stack inserter's hands as well. So that doesn't work at all. So I can make it so the substrate leaves, and I can push all of the waste disposal to this point, but I can never stop this substrate from rotting when there's 5 and PySci1 is not needed. So this is the bottleneck, comma, the. So what I want to do though is right here, I suppose. How much of this can be done? So you make 10 every 3.5 seconds. You make 3 a second about, and you eat one. So 3 of these. Yeah. For complete consumption. Right? So this is what we're looking at. So we're probably on a different line right now. So 3 of these for complete consumption. So we'll bring glassware in, but now we have to deal with 1 product out. So let's just rough this out again. Here we have a unit of PySci1. You know what I thought that was. All of this gets completely consumed. The substrate comes down like this and over here. And its singular consumers are right here. And it gets dumped in here, and we also get glassware coming in like this. Great. So right there, and right there. So this takes care of inputs. Now we just have to take care of outputs. And so the output number 1 is obviously science. And output number 2 will be waste product. So we have science go that way. And we have waste product. God, this is going to be so hard for PySci2. Oh, so hard. I essentially have to rebuild all of it. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh, ugh. Anyway, you have to do whitelist PySci1 back. You are out like so. And you need to be output, use filters, spores. And we have to deal with you somehow. So this is like our unit right here. The problem with the unit is we don't have a caravan. We don't really want a caravan, do we? So, oh, and the caravans are still broken for my purposes. Like I take this and I try to add a destination. I go to map view. I can't do it. And it's still there. Is that the problem? Oh, look. The cursor doesn't have a ghost on it. But here, if I go, it turns into a ghost. And then right here, it's a ghost again. Huh. Gonna add that to the bug ticket. So we're at a point where we can start thinking about citing this. How much are you actually consuming? You consume quite a lot. And you have to walk a long way. Think it's going to be one dinosaur per. Right? Something like this. You produce 4 a second. Wait a second here. This guy eats 1 a second, and this guy produces 0.4 a second. Oh, wait a second. This is not enough right here. We need more of these when you speed it up. Like, it's nice that the rates are here. So I need 2 of these, unfortunately. So what has to happen here? Go get more biofacts. Just up there. And this is a grossly insufficient amount of PySci1 I'm putting together right now. This is absolutely, positively not the correct thing to do. But when has that ever stopped me before? Oh my god. My inventory is just utter wasteland right now. I was so happy about my inventory a while ago. Paranoia strikes. Check it. Okay, it's still going. Moos. Are we making moos? I have mistaken the purpose of the factory as a muck moo creation plant. You're full out of, why? Cabs are the hard part. Water barrels, no way. Oh, because they stack differently now. They can get concentrated because they stack differently. Oh, that's trash. That. Oh, that is awful. All of my plans rendered onto dust. And I'm full up. I can't do this. Barrel. So glad I checked. Paranoia is your friend, my friends. Alright, so how are we gonna do this? It means that everyone really needs like 200 barrels, right? I've decided that after a lot of experience, this is just wrong. It does not work. It is sad. And right here, right here, right here, right there. Like all of these guys. See, this isn't even enough. You know? Barrels. Where are you, barrels? I wonder what order governs them. I don't know. This is not a solution. It is a continuation of a problem. See, I can do this. And I can do that. But this solution is simply bad. It should not have ever been done. It barely worked before, and now it doesn't work at all. Barrels. More water barrels. So, alright. Maybe this is better, maybe it's not. It's so hard to say. Mushrooms look like they're running out. Oh joy. and that's because of these guys are getting fed with fluorospolinen. And that's bad. So I really need to just dump this all into Steam right now, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm just going to put this right here. Spoil in it. No, wait. Excuse me. Right here. Spoil linen. And we're gonna just deal with this. Right? Hashtag just deal with it. Okay. And this will eventually start pulling fresh material up. Alright, just let that go. We're making mushrooms, and that's... Okay. Alright. What are you hung up on, is the question. Well, fortunately I picked him up, so we're never going to find out. I have to put a manure vent on here. No, not you. Yeah, you. If I still am seeing this in a couple days, I'm gonna have to do something about it. So what's going on here? We're all blocked because of clay. So let's put a vent at the very end. Again, this is not a good solution. This is simply the solution I am doing right now. Right there. Trying to bootstrap. Now see, this is so bad of me. Because trying to take all of these half measures will eventually just result in me running around firefighting, never ever getting my feet back onto me. You. Thank you. It's too much. So I really should be trying to do things properly. Oh, we have to have another one right here, right? For the exact same reasons this exists. Okay. And these will start moving again. I guess the real and proper solution would be to start over, but man, I don't want to do that. You have no idea how little interest I have in starting completely over. So I guess what I need to do is just start solving things properly instead of putting in all of these patches and all of these little buffers, all of which are guaranteed to fail in time. I should be doing essentially anything but that. Okay, what's our problem now? No mushrooms. That's because of the situation I just addressed. So, I don't know. I guess I just have to indulge in the hope/delusion that I am actually making things better in some way. And that I'm not just causing problems for myself over and over and over and over and over again. Alright, so I made a decision. We're going to have a centralized caravan. Because I don't want to have to retask dinosaurs every time I set up a brick. It's easier to have everyone going to a central place. So we're going to have a centralized dinosaur for biofact stuff. Where are you, biofact? Always slip out from under my view. Alright, you're making cellulose. You're doing this recipe. Which is a problem. So now we are making 4 a second, 0.8 a second, and we're consuming a little more than that. So this is probably the correct ratio right here. And then your ends will come from behind you. It's like this, like this. We'll make it work over there. We have the technology. And that allows all of this to be more compact. So we'll pull all of you over. We'll line you up right here. And that allows this to be pulled in. To right there. Okay. Let's take a look at what we got here. We're starting to rough this out. This means we have cellulose out right here. And it will come down like this. Just juke in, juke in. And it will be consumed as fast as it is produced. This seems good to me. Only these are definitely going this way. Okay, great. So this is wrong. These lines are wrong. Petri dishes come in right here, and we use long inserters. And then cellulose comes right here, and we use long inserters. No. Okay, that's easier. It's clearer to bring it in like this. Like, putting the cellulose on this line means we'll have to have a bridge over here. Which I suppose is preferable than using high-tech inserters. So, okay, I'm being dumb. This stops. And then this is out. This is cellulose out right here. And we'll use long inserters right here. Like, put two of them down. Right there. Oh, we won't even need a bridge. It'll just be like that. Alright, perfect. So we have Petri dishes in, incubated in. We have a grand, and then the substrate should probably just go straight out like this. So all of this just gets picked up and moved north, which I don't super like doing because it leaves no room to get like liquids through here should that ever be needed. But we're just going to pretend that's not needed ever, right? Okay, all you guys. Oh, picking up this is going to hurt. Don't need the bullets no more. Don't fight no more. Yeah. That's pleasant. It could be more pleasant though. One day. I need to go get more cliff explosives. I am completely out. So we should probably formalize this and remove that long power line. Excuse me. And into the system you go. Then over here, over here. This line gets picked up. And this area is more clean. So clean. Now hopefully we are making moos. And hopefully we are processing moos. And hopefully moos are becoming artillery shells to maintain the outer wall of the factory. How are we doing over here? Not great, it seems. That's because no sulfuric? What? What? No, guys. Nah, guys. No sulfuric, no acid gas. This is no refined syngas, right? No refined syngas. Why? Why, friends? No refined syngas because we have syngas. We have methanol. Why you no go? Cannot vent the water. Okay. Alright. So. This water line right here, this entire water tangle, we have to figure out what we're doing with you. We are pumping this out as hard as we can. It's over here. Alright. Why is this offshore pump? Oh, I guess it is the pump graphic. We are pumping this full 24/7 as hard as we can, when in fact we need to not do this. Alright, let's go solve this problem. This is a pretty major issue. Let's go solve it. So, like this, no. We need to do the other thing, in fact. Outflow. Outfall. We're doing the other way. We are dumping water out under certain circumstances. Right there. And the circumstances are as follows. You are to dump out when input is greater than 90. There you go. It's pulling water out of the system. Great. Right? And then the water returns to the lake. How wonderful. The water returns. So, this is probably bad. This probably means I have hyperactive pump jacks somewhere. I had that kind of as a doctrine when I was fixing all the pipe extents. So we are still completely jammed up here. But if we follow this line, which we've been doing, this line right here, which doesn't do anything here, just comes over. It's just this mess of a pipe. It's going to get pumped out here. It's so hard to say what's happening. See, we're getting pumped in here. Maybe that outfall just doesn't need a valve. It just needs to talk to the system straight up. It's like, I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna do this. It is an absolute... Oh, wait. We're voiding as fast as we can, apparently. This eats water at a rate of 10k a second, I guess. So it undoes a couple overactive pump jacks. I bet you I have... we're fighting other water pumps right now. I betcha. Yeah, like we're totally fighting this thing. Okay, so what I want you to do is output... Oh, excuse me. Output, less than 50. I want you to then turn on. Alright, so it looks like it immediately starts to fall. This undoes years of doctrine right here. Friend. For real. Friend. Alright, you got it. Good job. Alright, that's not what I want. See, seems like it has less water now. So right here, we are still struggling. No. We need that valve back, do we? No, no, put the valve back. Put it back. Put the valve back. Where is that? Oh, we're out of small parts. That's bad. Many layers of problems. Looks like we're not going to get to PySci1 today, despite making that my primary goal. Input greater than 90, I suppose. I want you to start outputting. Right. Is this supply enough to keep it going? Is it taking less now? No, it does supply enough to keep it going. Alright. How is this working? I don't know. How does any of this work? I don't know. The whole water economy I had in place is shattered. And are we doing anything here? No, nothing at all. Nothing can vent. We are hard stopped. So, how to fix this? I guess what we need is another overflow. We have to go get more small parts. Alright, we can do this. So, here's a big problem, right? Let's address that. Probably flooding the system with water right now. Help me. Help me. Things make sense on energy drink that would not make sense without it. Alright, right there. Get rid of that. Make me a couple more of these, right? You can make engines by hand now. That's kind of revolutionary for me. In my laziness. Alright, so first thing, let's debug some water. We're obviously not underflowing here, so let's do that first. Oh, I made it in a block. That sucks. So output is less than 50. This is our standard. There we go. Looks like we actually did something. So right now output is not that. Okay, so that is underflowing, perhaps even correctly. So let's go right here. We're gonna jack you down more. So these guys should stop. Okay, great. That's less water entering the system and more time for it to equilibrate elsewhere. And this is there's room for water here, but there's no room for water here. That is weird. This one is hard up, this one is not. That is just weird. Where does this go? It's on this line. So I guess I have to commit to the crime, right? And we have to join these together. A cursed union. It doesn't even break everything. Wow. I would expected the extents to say no. Alright, so better, highly questionable. Are we moving over here? No. So we kind of want to join this one to this one now. This will definitely 100% break everything. So we will try to put in one of those equalizers and hope they work. Oh, it didn't break everything. Extents are weird. Extents are very weird. Alright, so this gets these guys started for right now. And power is out. Just in case you were wondering if... Okay. Alright. The last many times power has been out is because of muddy sludge intrusion. I bet you muddy sludge has intruded again and is completely filled up the bunkers. No. Personal power is out. Why? Why are you out? Why? You need biocrud. That's good biocrud. No biomass out, no ability to get biomass out. You have hot molten salt. Oh, it's such a mess. You have everything you need, except you don't have any of this. Why do you have no wood? You have no seedlings. Why do you have no seedlings? Because they have all gone to tree seeds right here. I am not sure how to approach this issue. What was very nice and tidy, infinite power, clean, infinite, worry-free power has turned out to be anything but. It is now a nightmare hell ride. It seems like power breaks every single episode. Alright, let's see if it can survive now. No. Put it back. So what's the problem over here? Oh, it needs time to incubate those seedlings is what happens. It was on its own power circuit. It was really nice. And now it's no longer nice. I am upset and distressed. Right here, that's not working. Man. This is, in fact, Struggle City. We have tons of steam. I wonder if this buffer is just nothing in the grand scheme of things. You know? Alright, so we're going to hang around here in order to see this work. I can't even remember what I was doing. I know I was at PySci1 for a while, but I cannot say that that is what I should be doing. Okay, why are you not going? Why are you not taking the seedlings? Oh, you have tree seeds. Why would they? Because the seedlings rotted out while in there. Ah! This is going to take a lot, and I mean a lot of getting used to. All of my old designs do not work. Just straight up do not work. The concerns I have now are quite different than the concerns I had a while ago. So I am... Ugh. Like, this is a start over situation. Things have gotten that bad and that awkward. But I guess I just have to build a whole new factory, which was my goal all along. Now it's just an utter imperative that I do this. Okay, good. Take all that, please. Power has started again. Alright. Restate my premises. Are you going? Everyone is going here. Everything is fine here. Great. Restate my assumptions. Let's go and look at... there. We are making refined syngas, which means we come over here and we are making acid gas. And we come over here, we are full up on sulfuric acid again. We go and we look. We are making all sorts of explosives. I don't know why sulfuric is not coming in through here, but it's apparently it's in demand right now. Okay, so explosives are getting made. Yeah, we still have this issue. So you have to endlessly circulate, I guess. Like, none of these guys should be waiting here, is the problem. That adds up correctly, but it won't forever. So you go do that. And then you shouldn't be waiting here. This is a relic of the past, and you're trying just to get artillery shells. All right, and that's coming in. Okay. Energy drink. Zoom. Whoop. To right here. All right, this is what we were doing. This is what we're thinking about. This is what we should complete tomorrow. Let's check everything again, restate our assumptions. So paranoid. So paranoid. This has a lot of trash in it, and this is now off. So this is now working as expected. Oh, it's that. That's what's breaking it. Look, there's biocrud in there. It's the same thing. It's the cellulose rots in the machine from partial recipes. The entire premise of what I'm trying to do here is invalid. It does not work. Oh, that's upsetting. Because with any complicated recipe, there's going to be partial material left inside the machine. And that partial material will rot. And it doesn't go away. It has to be dealt with. So I have to just discard all of the ideas I have been working off of for the past many episodes. And I have to do, like, anything else, essentially. I see, like, right here. That has... It did not have a full cycle. So... yeah. So that's terrible. Right there. And that's going to affect everything. It's going to affect bedding. It's going to affect everything I have touched. And it's going to get nightmarish when it comes to... when it comes to the medical stack for making PySci2. It's going to be bad enough for PySci1 and Logiscience, but for PySci2 and all the rotting medical stuff, that's going to be just an absolute bear to control. It also means that this PySci1 design I'm making does not work. Just flat out, from beginning to end, does not work. Do something else. So, I will go down here and explain. And then we will do episode wrap-up, and I will try to figure out something to do here. So, problem. I need PySci1. Problem. Everything involved in this rots. And I can make it very efficient so that all ingredients produced go into being consumed. However, because there is always a chance a partial recipe will stick in the system and that it will not be able to move forward because there's no need of the product, that it will rot in the machine. If it rots in the machine, this necessitates having a system to deal with all spoilage products at all times. So it's just fine. It's good. It's great to have a regulator in to make sure it doesn't overproduce and then things overspoil. But spoilage has to be dealt with. So this does not work. What we need is an intermediate layer right here. Pick all this up and move all this over. And this intermediate layer right here has to deal with spoiled petri dishes from here. And it also, it's like, it also has to deal with spoiled petri dishes from here. So, problem is, like, here is geometry is a problem. I need to have a splitter like this, right? And I need to have it load directly into the machine. So I guess it has to be like this, and it's ugly and misaligned. It has to terminate into the machine, which is just beyond ugly. Or maybe it just rises up instead. So it does this. All right. And so now we need a machine right here. right there. And so at this point right here, we have to deal with the Petri dishes. And so right here, we also have to get Petri dishes out. So just like here, whitelist, Petri. So even if we overproduce, even if it gets into the machine and rots in the machine, substrate. And then in here, it will take with preference. We'll just rig that up. We'll have a balancer right here. And then we will put one of these, and we will do this, and you will input priority from the left. All right, so good. This is a little ugly. Move it down by one. There. All right, so I semi-believe in this for handling of incubated Petri dishes. Problem, cellulose. We make, like, I have to deal with the possibility of cellulose rotting out right here. So we have to be able to scrape bio-crud out. It's a very minor product. And I'm sorely tempted just to box it and move on. That's not the Factorio way, right? It's small enough in substance. It should only be dregs over time that I believe I could have the bio-crud sit and fully decay out into biomass. And then the biomass can be burned in a boiler to create steam. And that's how our disposal system is going to work here. So we'll take our boiler. We'll make a boiler, and like here. This is going to represent our disposal system. And I don't know if we have a steam line around here, but I'll make it happen, right? Or just condense it back into water and just have it on a cycle. You know, it's going to be one of those two. Closed loop, because we have water and we have the ability to get steam, and we can just put a cooling tower and just be complete. Steam is a problem for us right now, so that actually sounds like a really good idea. So our disposal system for the biomass and everything would be, the answer is to first just burn it, and then make steam out of it, and then take the steam and turn that steam into water again, and then feed it into, just do that. We're just wasting energy right here. And for the moment, I'm fine with that. Where'd you go, boiler? Didn't I just build one of you? I'm serious, where'd it go? Oh, I threw it down on the ground. That's what happened to it. It was the cooling tower I just made. Alright, never mind. Dumb. I got so much stuff in my inventory. Alright, so that's the plan. Things are coming more into focus. I am not entirely happy with this. What I see does not please me. However, we are coming up with a plan. We are going to have one central caravan outpost to bring in materials for all cellulose makers, and I'll have multiple dinosaurs running to it if necessary. This will take care of, and then like all foibles with cellulose on the belt will also go up into this. So that completely vents. You know, we can even probably do something like this if we're going to keep this design. Like right here. And then the boiler and the disposer will be right here in some configuration. And then we'll, you know, yeah, we'll have it all nice and contained. And so water comes in and that disposes of the side product. And then these guys come here. I suppose we can get away with one more then, right? No, it's not. Yeah, no, let's not. Well, no, these are the bottleneck right now. No, these are the bottleneck right now. Yeah, no, let's not. So now there's a question of rates. Because I'm producing two spoilable products right here. And this is the slow one. So this will come together at half a recipe every second, 0.2 a second. So it's a third of a recipe every second. And this will come together with a whole recipe every second. So I'll be massively, massively, massively overproducing cellulose in this system. That's not good. If I'm massively overproducing cellulose, that means I'm going to have to find a way to have to find a way to govern that, or else it'll just fill up the entire belt and we'll end up with a lot of crud, and we want to avoid a lot of crud. Even though we have a disposal system for it, we would still be making more than is rotting out, I think. Though I can always put in a bigger buffer. That's always just a matter of a holding tank. It's definitely not more than we can burn. How about that? So that's a concern. And this is all to make something else that rots itself. This is a vicious puzzle to slap in for PySci1. Yeah, it really is. Okay. Gotta think. Well, I will get this up and going. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to think about this more. And this produces 3 a second. What? No, these collectively eat like 4 a second. Is this enough to keep 2 running and 1 sometimes running? Which means I'm gonna have to have like 3 banks of these. Ooh. Questionable. And these guys are gonna have substrate out. What can I do with spores? Spores. Fogwa spores. Alright, so what do I do with these things? They are a decay product of substrate. Does it show that? Decays from? I can get it by reprocessing biocrud. Like this is never going to happen right here. 100% never happening. Like this recipe is bad. This is simply bad. Allow me to explain. Like, it gives you cellulose, but the cellulose you get from this can never, ever, ever be useful because the cellulose is irregular, is dependent on a byproduct being recycled. Like, if you would run this recipe as a primary production recipe, meaning you are producing biocrud with a purpose, and you have this going, you can count on the 15% cellulose and some amount of cellulose showing up. But it would have to be used immediately on site because it has such a short decay time. Same with the agar, same with the substrate, probably same with the seed extract. I don't know. These have to be used immediately. We have no time for transport. And to have that, there's better makers for all of those things to be put on site. So this is just bad. I struggle to see how this is going to be used. All right, anyway. So what else can I do with fogwa spores? I can't do anything with them. I can't recycle them? I can't? Really? I can't biomass them? Even at a absurd penalty? Oh man, don't do this to me. Yeah, I can't compost them, and I can't just disperse them. I have to use them somewhere. It's an unavoidable waste product. They have to be used to make mushrooms. So unfortunately, that's not the setup I have for our mushroom farms. I have spore collection on site. I don't have a spore belt. So, what are the... So flora, moss, and then a bunch of low percentages. What does this add up to? It's less than 100, so it can't be used as a generator, which I don't like how there's no way of getting rid of fog wasp spores. Alright. I need to think about this. It is time to wrap up. Let's look at our beloved factory. What has happened today? We had yet another power outage, and is because the my main power block is no longer really useful. My main power block is in itself a problem. This factory is on complete borrowed time. I need to completely replace the entire power plant for the entire factory. That's tough. But more importantly, science has stopped. Artillery shells are going, but science has stopped. I believe I have, once again, I have come up with several models of how spoilage works in my mind, and every one of them has been wrong so far. So I'm still struggling with the basic ramifications of a world where things spoil. And it is proving to be a mighty struggle. I think I've gotten bedding working. I think I've gotten manure bacteria back up, which means I think we have potatoes, which means I think we have food, which means I think we have muckmoos going again. I debugged horrible problems with water and hydrogen everywhere. They were horrible. I'm trying to add consumers into the system because the factory eats its own byproducts. Because I'm playing hard mode and I'm not venting anything. So it's prone to lock up without presence of demand. So I need to put that demand in place. I suppose I could just start caching everything, but everything's broken, so what's it matter? What else? Things are challenging right now, and I have to say I don't think it's a great spot. Like, there's some bug with caravans getting caught on caravans outposts and not being able to move. Not sure what that is. Alright, I'm just going to wrap up now. I'm just rambling. Next episode, we're going to try to get PySci1 up again. I think I've come to terms with that my initial plans for spoilage are not going to work. It doesn't work. I have to have a comprehensive plan for everything spoiling at every level, and I just have to live with that. So, fine. Okay, I am now done now. I'm going to go do something else. Going to think about this and see if I can maybe regain my nice puzzle game and not whatever this is. Ugh. Alright, done now. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.